Hello, welcome back to Monster Train. I am, as always, your host, a tornado warning followed by a tornado that never came. How you doing? It's pretty chill. 3:05 a.m. Not too late. Not as early as I expected. The stream ended like 15 minutes later than usual. Roguebook went a little late, etc. I went to let the dog out, and here we are, basically. That was basically the whole of the time. I'm doing well. Thanks for asking. I've been feeling a little off lately. Like despite these runs, the runs have all been very good, but I feel as though I have been very scattered in my playing of them. So today I am aiming to be more focused. It's a strange thing to say considering I'm on one of the greatest win streaks I've ever been on. However, I do kind of feel like I've been forgetting the names of things and I've been having trouble staying focused on what I'm saying. So the goal of this episode is for me to commentary better. Victory is a secondary goal. However, I'm also, since we're on this big win streak, I'm not going to pass up any of the obvious W's. If they show me Apex Imp, I'm going to take him. It would be a good run for him, too. Anything new with me? Not too much. I have a question for you. This one's going to be a little controversial, I feel. However, I want to ask, and I'm pretty sure I have not asked this one. The first time that I redo a question, please tell me so that I can start writing them down or something. But I want to ask, what's your least favorite movie? I feel like I've done favorite movie probably. But what's your least favorite movie? What's a movie you really hated? Because I have one, and this is where it gets controversial. I really don't like Talladega Nights. I feel like this is a question that is basically which comedian don't you like, followed by which movie of theirs did you see. I'm not a big Will Ferrell fan. I like him in some things, but I'm not a big Will Ferrell fan, and I really did not like Talladega Nights. I liked him. I liked there's a specific genre that I was watching a little bit of, which is comedian doing a serious role but not too serious. In that I watched Stranger Than Fiction with Will Ferrell, and that was really good. And I watched Midnight in Paris with Owen Wilson. That was also really good. However, Will Ferrell's comedy, I think, is really hit or miss, and for me, it's a lot of misses. I think Anchorman 1 is basically the only movie of his that I ever enjoyed, but I didn't watch them all, to be fair. And also, that's a comedy movie, it's not counting Talladega Nights, or Stranger Than Fiction, sorry. But yeah, what's your least favorite movie? What's a movie? I think another good pick for a comedian who's had a lot of clunkers is Adam Sandler. And maybe you hated another movie. You never know. Could be a non-comedy. I just tend to watch comedy. I bet there's a lot of bad horror movies out there or disappointing ones that you could call out as well. Anyway, just that's what I was thinking about today because I was looking at Adam Sandler movies for some reason today. Let's get to it, shall we? Don't forget to like, comment, and subscribe. Today, we are Exile Hellhorned, Default Stygian, Pushback Talos, Rage Fell, Chase Sarah, Fortify Ice Tornado, and Flame. The easiest and least resistant path to victory. What the heck? It's page down, page up to scroll. I was trying to use arrow keys to scroll. It's page down, page up. Weird. The obvious and easy path is to hit Eel Gorgon / Apex Imp, right? Two steel shops with 2 Hellhorn banners right in front. I think that I just want to, because yesterday's run, my pathing changed based on banners that I saw after the fact. I just wanted to look ahead at the banners. Probably not something that matters too much. Quick check. No consume spells to start us off. No consume spells to start us off. I start Vapor Funnel here then. Both are really good. Refracting Lenses, Vapor Funnel, but I prefer Vapor Funnel in case we end up not on Imperialist. But we do end up on Imperialist. Here we go. Gonna take it easy. No Divine Horde. This one should be, especially with a unit draft here, should be pretty solid. Exile Hellhorn, Default Stygian, great combo, very good. So the classic conundrum that I fall victim to is, where do I put the queen? I think I put the top floor. We're going to take a bulk of our damage here on this combat, I believe. I expect the boss to do a lot. However, with 2 Ice Tornadoes, actually, I take it back. I think we should crush this fight. With these 2 Ice Tornadoes, I feel a lot better. Because I can do 120 to him as he walks up. I will utilize my imps here. There's a world. If I whiff on my imps on the next turn, I will... Like, if I don't draw the bottom imp, I will Ice Tornado these units away. Because it's 12 damage that I'm saving by playing Ice Tornado, most likely. But ideally, we just hit the imp. Like... Okay, Train Steward down here. I should have maybe put a Train Steward up there, actually, to take the hits. Yeah, I should have put a Train Steward up here. That's okay, though. I think that at the end of the day, because of Ice Tornado, we are going to be very comfortable here. Weight of Contrition makes it a little more awkward. I'm going to take the Weight of Contrition damage. I think you gotta take at least one. And we'll see about the next one. How you feeling? 56. Inflame gives a lot of damage here. I can play, so it's like, does Inflame give enough? I'm not. Here's the situation. I'm not gonna do the math on this because I think that at the end of the day, this is a level of min-maxing that is beyond the scope of my desires here. I'm going to play Inflame because when I did the rough estimate, I figured, yeah, it's probably gonna be about enough, and it is enough to put him below Vapor Funnel. But my guess would have been, just based on intuition and playing this game, probably gonna be somewhere around 40 to 50 damage. Probably not a kill, but pretty close, and then Vapor Funnel cleans it up, basically, was my expectation and get. Welder Helper, really good with Imperialist. Yes, the end. I have 2 Ice Tornadoes. I don't need a third. I think I can go Crystallis. I'll go Crystallis, sure. There's a ton of... I was about to say, there's a ton of good units they can show me. And then there's also these units. I could play Cold Kalia. If I had taken the Rage card, if I had taken Ritual Battle, I could slam Cold Kalia here. I think I could still get away with Cold Kalia, honestly. I feel like I could get away with her. I don't really want to. I also don't love doing a super rage scaling plan into Chase Seraph, although it's not that crazy to do. I just need to see Ritual Battle to make it good, or Fledgling Imp could work as well, right? Fledgling Imp would let me play 2 Cold Kalias, maybe. I don't know. I feel like it's probably wrong to pass Cold Kalia here, because she says sweep and we're Hellhorned, and we could probably do rage scaling. Let me click it. There's also Alpha Fiend or Brandon Warrior. Both good hits. Yeah, it's gotta be good to take Cold Kalia here. Large Stone, Incan Armor 2, Rage 7. Yeah, we'll play... It's a little weird because now she kind of clashes with Shardtail Queen if I do this Brandon Warrior line. Right? Because Shardtail Queen kills backline, but Cold Kalia wants to kill backline to scale. So it's kind of weird on that front. However, what I'll do here is I will grab Brandon, and then we will keep our eyes peeled for a different option. But I'll grab Brandon nonetheless. And we'll do half measures, right? We'll put an Incan Armor 2 on Cold Kalia, because I think that multi-strike Incan Armor 2 is what you're going to want with this Brandon Warrior strat. And then it's just weird. Could do like a quick on her. Could just throw away the queen, right? That also might be the line. Do 2 multi-strike Cold Kalias with the rage scaling could be okay. But we'll see what the next pickup is, right? Next imp, or next draft is important to decide what we're doing on the run. I'm gonna put in Incan Armor 2 on Cold Kalia. I think it's a good base to cover. And we'll just see. We need a little more information before I tell you for sure what we're doing here. Spikes 3 for 75 gold. I'm down. Usually, No, I think this is really scary. Actually, I think I take a lot for doing that. I'd say usually I think this is bad, but I think that this is just bad. Honestly, of these two units, I'd rather have Brandon on the floor. Colcalia is kind of on... He's on collector duty here. Gotta keep mitigating hits wherever we can. Lots of damage and we don't have high health right now. Zimpling does a lot here. Because it lets me get the Brandon Warrior kill, right? I'm going to play Ice Tornado here. Nice. Killing the haste was what we wanted. It sucks because we get less rage, I guess, but it's also just another turn of playing cards, which is good. Play Fortify Ice Tornado. Boss should be pretty doomed, right? 7 Frostbite, 104, pretty doomed. Okay, so this card draft is going to be the deciding factor. This Hellhorned pack decides what we do here. Okay. Ritual Battle or Fledgling Imp? Ooh, which one? Tough question. So, the issue now... I think we're going in on Cold Kalia. The issue now is that my queen is in the way, right? Like, maybe it was quick multi-strike. So here's what I'm thinking, right? We could do quick multi-strike, 2 Cold Kalias, and then Fledgling Imp, and that's... Endless Fledgling Imp is good rage scaling. I think single Cold Kalia, we go all in on Ritual Battle is the winning line here, though. Because I think 2 Cold Kalias, Fledgling Imp strategy is probably not good enough. So I'm gonna go Ritual Battle. Value Stone, and then we make as many of those as we can fit. Here, I'm okay to skip. I don't want to take another Crystallis. It's a lot of expensive cards. Crypt Builder with no discard is unfortunate, and I don't need Flash Freeze here. I feel a cough. Give me a sec. A little better. So here's the other piece that I want to mention. With Rage Scaling as our main strategy, I wonder if I shouldn't look Hellhorned. I'm wondering if I shouldn't put Brandon Warrior on Colcalia here, basically. Because it makes it a lot simpler, basically, if I do not do Brandon Warrior Colcalia. I can just play Endless, Welder Helper, Shardtail Queen, Colcalia floor, and we just spam Rage on Colcalia until she kills. Shardtail Queen tanks. I think that's fine. Like, I think that's better. And I wouldn't want to put Brandon on because the Slay Apply Rage 3 is wasted, and I could rather give her a more beneficial survival option. Which leads me to go left here. We go left. It would be nice to go Value Stone for Ritual Battle, however, it's a bit of a gamble. If I go left, we can take 2 -1s and then hit each duplication station, end this run with 4 1-cost Ritual Battles. Although I wonder if Value Stone Holdover, like 3 Value Stone, or even 2 Value Stone Holdover might be better. It's kind of close. I think I'd rather go for the guaranteed option though, because it's a 1 in 3. Yeah, it's going to be pretty slow if I don't go this. Like, long term it might be better to hold out for Value Stone, but short term I think we go in right now. We'll take the 2 -1s and we'll look at the Stygian banner as well real quick. What you got? Nameless Siren. That's a rage scaler, actually. Incant Rage 1. It's like 4 to 5 rage per turn. I want to try that as a rage scaling option, because 4 to 5 rage from Nameless Siren Incants is a lot simpler than 3 rage on Slay. If we're playing 4 to 5 spells per turn, which we have 4 to 5, we have decent spell output. It's probably more like 2 to 3 spells per turn, but it's every turn 3 rage instead of having to do like weird finagling with Brandon Warrior to get maybe 6 to 12 rage. I think it's okay to go for Nameless Siren here. Her infusion is a little underwhelming, but I think it's gonna be fine. +10. Actually save the money. I don't think +10's that good. Now, 2 energy holdover Ritual Battle is interesting. I think it's too expensive. However, in hindsight, the big play could end up being holdover on Ritual, because if I roll get hold over there and then go to this temple and find value stone, we are cruising. We're cruising. Also, this could be a ×5, which would be cruising as well. It's not, but it's actually pretty good. I believe the best thing to take here is probably Holy Shield. Petrified Skull is nice, and Blessed Sword is also pretty nice, but I think I want Holy Shield for survivability. Yeah, okay, that's what I'm gonna do. This run I feel is kind of shaky. We have a reasonable line, but I'm not sure how well it will do. I'm gonna grab an artifact. Capricious Reflection is really good from this point on. We don't have any more units we're gonna look at, I don't believe. I like Capricious Reflection. I do also just like taking energy conservation, but I'm gonna go Capricious. I think it's good. Pushback Talos could be a little annoying. We'll see. For the rest of this run, we want to prioritize duplicates greater than steel shops. Endless and multi-strike are what we're after from the steel shops. We know Talos comes back to top floor here with this. She has to come back to the floor she starts on. So we can play like this, and we end with Codcalia in the back. I need to not let the 9x2 go up unaccosted. And this setup might not survive Talos. I think Talos is a little scary. I think I probably made a mistake in grabbing this artifact. It's a good artifact for the run. However, might cost me. We'll see. I want things in play here. I guess just throw Train Steward out. 2-5. The problem is that my Codcalia just is getting chunked out pretty heavily. I do have a Holy Shield to help here, but it is a one-note deck, basically. I might end up purging Holy Shield to survive Talos, because the deck only does one thing right now. And the one thing it does is not very good. I think that this might be an in hindsight. I may even replay this one, and I might need to put Nameless Siren top 4. We'll see, we'll see, we'll see. My armor output is just... It looks a little worse too because I'm putting all the armor onto Codcalia, right? Still have Ice Tornado to help me out of this too. It's a really bad draw, because Ritual Battle, I only get to play one time. Really bad draw, really, really bad draw. I don't even have the chance to draw back into it off of that. That's so terrible. Disgusting. Yeah. I need to incant for armor. It's +1 on him, -1 on Codcalia. That's probably gonna actually just seal the deal, right? I do not have the numbers, I feel. Ice Tornado, or Inflame. Play Inflame. Let's see. How we doing? Maybe it's better. 252. 288. Go Crystallis, Frozen Lance, or just Tornado. Probably Crystallis, Frozen Lance is best. Yeah, so I will replay this one to see if I should play Nameless Siren instead. The Ritual Battle redraw is doomed. Like, that's... If I have Ritual Battle number 2 out, I'm confident we get her. But I'll replay it in the case, because I wanna see what the Frostbite's like. Okay, it's not enough. So I will replay that one real quick, unless that might just be... Nah, okay. Replay it and I'll see if I should play Nameless Siren instead. I think it's pretty frig. It's a really bad, really bad start. There's a few things we can try here. We know she goes top, middle, bottom, but I think that the setup just doesn't get past Talos right now. That is my fear. What if I called Kalia in front? I don't think so. Try something like Crystallising the boss here. I think I thought too much about the long term and I didn't think enough about the impending doom here. is what is going to end up being our downfall. Yeah, not Crystallising is definitely not the way. Yeah. I mean, I have to Crystallis bottom 4. Last try. It's a little frustrating, is all. Because if I had one more card in the deck, this draw order would also be impossible, and we would, yeah. If I had one more card in the deck, this draw order would be impossible. I would never think to try to play to this possibility for what it is. Like, there's no way. You never think to play to this. Absolutely not. It's just a shame. Now, isn't it? Because our base damage is really low, and we're relying on the scaling, and the scaling just doesn't come. And it's a little frustrating. That's all. A little frustrating. We'll play it out the same way here, I'm playing it the exact same way. I meant to play Nameless Siren on the top floor, but... Oh, the other thing you can do is you can play Holy Shield, but Holy Shield doesn't do much either, I feel. Let me try it, actually. Let's just throw a 6 damage shield on the queen. It doesn't block a lot. I could put it here. 1, 2, 3. Should have 3 damage shield. Try this. 3 more rounds. I don't know. You get a little desperate. I feel like this is just a loss to a bad draw order, and there's probably, like, at the end of the day, the way that I played this out isn't necessarily wrong the first time around, and this is just playing with the knowledge that you draw, like, worst possible scenario here. Which is what we're doing. We're drawing worst case all across the board. I don't care about this. I need to play that for the incant. Fortify here. I guess I just Ice Tornado the boss here. Fine. Yeah, I think it's pretty doomed either way. However you look at it. Maybe with Queen Zimpling. We'll just see how it goes, right? So, at the end of the day, the killing blow here is the draw order. The Ritual of Battle strategy is not bad, but I drew it in the last 5 cards. It was in the bottom 4, basically. And it being in what it being in the bottom 4 means for the first time around is that I don't get to play it a second time in this combat. And then on top of that, the first time I played this through, I tried to hold for damage shield card, and I did not get to play that either. It was a really bad sequence of events, and that's gonna be the end. Talos kills me. It's a bit of a frustrating loss, but at the end of the day, you can't beat yourself up over it, right? I feel like in a majority of circumstances that run would get past Talos, but we had double worst cases. What do you take away from that one? I think that I should probably... I guess not take the artifact. Yeah, I guess not take the artifact, right? No artifact, and you probably sneak out of that a little cleaner. What do we learn from this? You win a lot more when you go 0 pack shards pre-third combat. And also, fuck you, Talos the Guardian. Yeah, I should just stay 0 pack shards pre third combat if possible. I feel like that's just what you do. Push back Talos, Ragefell, Chase Seraph, Ritual of Battle, Helical Crystallis, important work. At least I'm not playing Rage strategy into Chase Seraph anymore. Oh no. Plus 50% attack on my champion doesn't really matter. Go plus 5 health. Only Imparade has high attack. I'll go Imperialist. No pack shards. I could not resist the Siren Song. This trial should be free. I couldn't resist the Siren Song. I really wanted the relic, and I should have resisted. It's okay. I can't beat myself up over losing a streak like that. I was feeling pretty good. Now I am feeling less good. But you can't beat yourself up over that, right? I just keep telling myself that. I don't know, I used to be mad when I dropped a streak like that though. I used to get angry. I was like, man, I'm really mad. I don't feel mad, I just feel like I don't feel anything. I'm casually killing off all the clergymen with my implings, and then hopefully, yeah, I'll hit a ritual of battle. I don't play important work here because if I draw into another ritual, I'm gonna be sad. Yeah, look at that top card. No important work pays off. You like to see it. Important work. I mean, important work's pretty bad with Imperialist, I feel. So, take Hornbreak. Take Hornbreak. Probably offering token here, sure. Hot Shark kinda obsolete. Go Horned Warrior. Horned Warrior is a winning option here. Could also just go Siliphyte. I mean, we could just play the same thing, but with Ritual of Battle in our starting deck. Sure. When will you learn? This is the last card we have to gold for, or have to stamp for Stygian too, so, you know. Large Stone plus 10 plus 15, or Large Stone plus 10 plus 25 is what that was. Alpha Fiend? I don't know, man. I really don't like Alpha Fiend sweep strat. I don't think it's great, but I will play it again. I've every time, because a lot of people have told me, I think it's very strong. Every time I've played it, I've been really underwhelmed by Alpha Fiend on a sweep unit. I feel like it's very slow, but maybe it's cool. I will buy nothing here, and we're not gonna click the artifact. Remember our lessons. Don't do it. I think that you can go to 10. I think you can take money for a good upgrade in the shop, but otherwise you just don't. Don't touch it. I do want this invasion trial. I think that I'll just play bottom floor if the turn one looks really bad. It doesn't look great. I'll play top floor. I think it's okay. Play 2 Frozen Lances and sit. Gotta draw Siliphyte here. Oh, Ritual Battle draw is pretty bad. I needed that. Yeah, I mean, Trial might end up being a downfall here. Drawing both rituals there is not very good. But maybe throw out the imp. Oh, that's really bad. I got double Crystallis coming up, and that's about the only good thing happening here. Do a Queen's Imp in bottom floor, or middle floor here, I mean. Double Crystallis next turn. Well, the problem here is just that I have no health, I fear. So we have 15, right? But that's only 2 hits. We got like 3 hits to kill this boss, and we do not kill this man in 3 hits or less. So I think this is a little bad as well. It shouldn't kill me. Well, I guess I shouldn't have played Icy Siliphyte at all. I should have played Alpha Fiend. Does this kill me? That would be crazy. Does it kill me? This kills me. By 1, right? No, it killed me by a lot. Wow. Yeah, alright. I think that my hindsight here is that Hellhorned Stygian, Exile Hellhorned Stygian is just like, this is a tough one to get going. I didn't take any. Trial shouldn't have taken it. This is what's happening. I'm trying to push it. All right. I know the limits, and I'm just trying to push it for some reason. I don't know. I do not know why I'm trying to push these. I know. Just don't take the trial there. I knew. And I went for the money anyway. I'm greeding too much. I knew in the first run, don't take the artifact. I knew in this run, don't take the money. I died for 75 gold, basically. Because, you know, without the 75 gold, we get to stabilize our first 2 turns a lot better. I probably just slap Alpha Fiend down even. It's much better. Yeah, I gotta... Okay. Especially not for money, man. Soulsucker Talus, Curse Spell, Patient Sarah, Fortify Titan's Gratitude, and Battering Ram. I said at the start of this episode that I feel like the runs have been good, but the commentary has been bad. But now the runs are bad too. Now the runs are just also bad. I think these have been like the last seed I don't think was bad. The first one I think was a tough one, just based on how I played the run in the draw order. Last seed I should not have lost for sure. And now we don't get to play it. Now we get punished. No Imperialist. I don't know. I'm unhinged. I fuck around and click in Parade. I'm gonna click Royalty, but like, ugh, I don't like Royalty anymore. It's so reliant on so many things. Now I just don't know. I'm gonna click the trial because armor 10 shouldn't be bad, but like, ooh buddy. Might be a 45-minute episode of not getting past Talos, and that would not feel very good. So in this case, I like to play Queen bottom floor. We just drop her down and get the rallies a-flowing right away. I don't think it's right to sit around and wait, basically. That's fine. So on this run, what am I gonna look for? I don't know. I mean, I'll probably just try to play a Siren of some sort. Could maybe play Armor Shark as well. Armor Shark and then play Battering Ram holdover as your line could be good. That could be like your frontline killer. Piercing has to go on it though, and then it's a 3 cost. Ugh. Bolting Imp is good. There's good applications. Yeah, give me Crystallis, sure. I said Armor Shark. Here's Armor Shark. Do I want to... So Armor Shark is the question of do I want to commit to playing Shard-Toe Queen as my main line? It's weird, right? Because like if I play her as my main problem, I don't get to give her multi-strike, right? So it's really hard, and I don't get to give her trample. She's not a good frontline killer. But like I can't just throw her out and play Nameless Siren. I don't think that's right. Is that right? Is it just play 2 Nameless Sirens, throw her out? Now, because we have Queen Simplings too, I think our deck isn't suited for it. Go Shark. Maybe Value Stone Battering Ram is the way to go. Man, Battering Ram needs so much to be viable, right? Because you got to give it Piercing so it can go through Spell Shield, and you also have to give it like something to make it not cost 3, and then I also want to give it Holdover. Such a hard card to play. I go left. Large Stone again. There's been a lot of Large Stone. Plus 25 for the Armor Shark looks good. Brandon Warrior, Demon Fiend, I'm okay. Give Armor Shark plus 25. Probably gonna want to play some form of Endless Imp on this run. This deck started with Fortify, Battering Ram. Battering Ram doesn't take any of these very well. Okay. If this run is good, like if this run is strong, this is gonna be like an 1.5 hour long episode. And to be fair, don't feel very good about this run. Of the 3, I feel the weakest on this one, which is, you know, probably means that we're gonna win based on past experiences. I feel like we're really reliant on either spells or multi-strike book for Queen. And I don't like it. This is my big problem with Rally Queen. Because of the sweep on top floor, I feel like she got a lot worse. Because before, you could just kind of ignore the problem of Fragile. You could just put a beefy frontline in front of her. Or, even better, just play Endless Welder Helper with her, right? And some armor cards. But now, with the Divinity hitting every turn, I think Rally Queen got a lot worse. However, maybe I'll be proven incorrect here. I'd love to see it. I just feel like you're so reliant on Trample or Rally book, or Multi-Strike book, right? Yeah, I mean, fuck, she doesn't even kill his boss. Yeah. I mean, what more can I say? Sweet boss, eh? No way to kill the 5-1 in the back, though, is the real killer there. That's gonna hurt. Yeah, that's gonna hurt a lot. That's like 23, right? Just a lovely start to this one. Absolute nightmare. Give me Welder Helper. Give me... I don't want any of these. Of all the clan combos to struggle on, Hellhorned Exile default Stygian, huh? This is gonna be our pain point. I would not have guessed that. Not at all. What is this? Is a temple? Oh no. Oh no, oh no, oh no. There's money there. Okay, we're good. The 2 temple start could lead to temple here and then just 4 straight no temples, which would be just the icing on top. Thankfully, not so bad. I think what I'm gonna aim to do is just -1 battering ram. And then I'll use Frozen Lands to get rid of spell shields, and we'll just have a ton of armor for battering ram. Maybe -1 value stone and make like 3 of them could be fine. That's gonna be our new option here. Put a +10 on Titan's Gratitude. It's okay. Silence, random Stygian consumable. Maybe we get Silence Book. I don't know if that. I don't think this can give books actually. I don't think that can give books, but it was nice to think. I guess another option here, but it's really bad, right? Because to play another Stygian unit on the floor, you have to take space, and then that's all you get for rallies, and you just throw the Queen away. If I get shown a Siren of the Sea, I might just throw Queen away, actually. Because I feel like it's much easier to win this with Siren of the Sea. But like I said, incants are going to be low. Maybe I can shape the run for it, though. Pushback Talos. No, this is Soul Sucker Talos. Pushback Talos was the run that didn't make it. That's right. We're good. No pushback. And with that turn 1, I feel very good about my odds of killing Talos here. Based on Talos's much diminished health bar. She lost like 100 health there. One Frozen Lance. I take a lot from these enemies though. Maybe I draw a card that kills now. You can see it plain as day though, right? You can see the prime problem here. I can't kill anything. There's 2 heavies coming up and there's nothing I can do. It's gonna take a lot, I guess. I don't have a targeted spell, right? I actually, if I play this Welder Helper, I should not play this Welder Helper. Because if I need to use Molting Imp next turn to wipe out these clergymen. So I should not play Welder Helper. Because Welder Helper will just stay on the floor forever. Thought I wasn't going to draw Molting Imp, which would have been very funny. Weird, because you're playing Rally and Incant on the same floor. I think it's okay. Might just be a run to take space, though. We'll be good through Talos, at least. Not a crazy high in armor number there, but he was also tanking hits. So if we see a multi-strike book, we did it by the way, we made it past Talos. My god. If we see a multi-strike book, I will probably click it and pivot the run towards that. We do not see a multi-strike book, I will grab Ice Empire. If we see a Siren here, okay, I don't see a Siren here. Can I see a Siren? I cannot see a Siren, so we're stuck. This is a Shardtail Queen run. We're stuck on Shardtail Queen. I'm gonna grab Steelworker. And I am going to grab probably Draw and then Energy on this one. Maybe Space. Maybe Space and then I have to play mid. Actually pretty likely considering the Divinity, but definitely Draw here. I could go left, right? I feel like it's good to go left here because there's a lot of high rolls you can hit in the Hellhorned banner. You can hit Apex Imp. That's it. Just Apex him. But like, I don't know. Right path isn't too enticing. I'd also like to duplicate, probably duplicate Fortify because it's free incant, or Ice Empire. Either one. I'm gonna go left. You gonna show it to me? Deranged Brute. No Rage, sadly. So no Deranged Brute. But we did see a rare unit. I will duplicate. I don't feel right about duplicating Battering Ram right now. But down the line. I'm gonna duplicate Fortify. Add a Queen Zimpling to your hand. Imps cost -1. I'm gonna go Royalty too. I wish the Royalty 3 just got multi-strike or something like that. It wouldn't win outright, but it would be pretty strong. Maybe too strong, I guess. It's so hard, I feel. Ugh, haste combat. No trial. No pack shards, no trial going into combat for you know you're having a good one. So I took Steelworker because I'm going to infuse him onto the Armor Shark, if you're wondering. Why not self-infuse Armor Shark is going to be your follow-up question here, and the answer is because I want some armor for Shardtail Queen. I think it's slightly better. I want him to give armor to the whole floor instead. I think it's a little bit better. The real noteworthy problem on this run, I do not have self kills on the imps. A little important work would go a long way here. This does look like we're gonna just rely on Stygian spells to get me through a very rocky early to mid game. And the problem is that I don't know if when we get through this rocky early to mid game, I don't know if the payoff is a win, actually. I fear it may not be a win. I fear the payoff may be defeat, because I don't know if Queen wins in the late game. I'm pretty sure she doesn't, actually. Exhibit A. It's okay, we got the health to spare. Is Royalty so bad that you just don't play it now? I don't know. If that's the case, then Shardtail Queen has become very bad because, oh my god, what do you play? If you can't play Royalty, you can't play Imp Parade. Imp Parade seems really bad still. I don't know. So like that turn, that combat did not look very good. Go Ally of the Ancients. Card's always really strong. Ice Storm just doesn't cut it anymore, I fear. Could go Deep Offering, but there's no way we're setting up an infinite. I'm gonna press skip. Okay, we're gonna hit the magic shop. I feel pretty desperate right about now. I feel like we're about to die in combat 5. I'm feeling like if it's a bad combat, like if it's Harvesters of Death, we're probably about to get steamrolled. And I have to take pack shards because if I don't take pack shards, it's going to be hard to, it's actually going to be impossible if I don't take 25 here. So let's go right. Let's try to trim up the deck a little bit. In common theme, I have not done many removals in the last 2-3 runs, but to be fair, the first 2 runs didn't make it to a point where removals actually happened. So not really my concern. I get Value Stone here. Value Stone Battering Ram is good. And I'm gonna go to 40, and we're gonna put Steelworker onto Armor Shark here. It's also a removal, just get him gone. We have something now. The double stack here if I want some armor. I could grab it. I think I will actually, I have the money for it. Plus 10 piercing in there. That's really good. Is there a holdover here? There is a holdover here. Okay. So we go holdover plus 10 piercing Ice Empire while we're here. We're scrambling for some spells to sneak me out of this. We just spiked 50 pack shards, which is a little scary. Do not get me wrong. I'm aware. We just gotta believe. I basically just have to believe hard enough that we survive through Curse Spell. Bramblestone. Trample Stone. Okay. Silence is good for Patient Sarah, but I need to go Trample Stone here. And so we will probably take space and try to pump out like 2 imps per turn or something like that, but that's kind of hard. I need an endless imp or something, maybe. I think this combat is winnable. I hope this combat is winnable. Put the Trample Stone down. We have not been getting really high rallying. Like, my damage numbers have not been very good because the Armor Shark's in the way, I imagine. I might just die right away, actually. Maybe I just can't kill this Quill Marksman and I get crushed. Possible. Put up armor. We drew Ice Empire, so we're okay. Hold over Ice Empire will take us home here. Okay. I mean, it's 1 rally per turn, and 1 rally per turn is not going to cut it. I need to be getting 2 or 3. Yeah, definitely. Like we're not getting there right now. Ooh, and the armor on that imp is also not going to be very nice here, because that's slowing me down. Like, we did some steel cups now, I suppose. I suppose it's time to go to some steel shops. We will... Let's see what the future holds. Doesn't really matter where this armor goes. Ah. It does matter. This is Sweet Boss. Damn it, I was so sure too. I was so sure too. I should have been putting armor on the queen. Let me replay this, but respect Sweet Boss a little more. Maybe I just can't, right? Maybe I just can't win this combat, and that would be a wrap, is what that would be. What am I gonna take away from all this? I don't know, man. Maybe, you know, I think I actually want to skip. No, skipping Umberstone doesn't make a lot of sense here. You know, Cranberry, he has a deep hatred for Shardtail Queen, and after a run like this, I can kind of empathize. Not a lot, because I think she is still pretty strong. Imperialist is just really good. What I take away from this series of runs, actually, is that... So, on the first run, I feel like I doomed myself by trying to play a conflicting strategy, right? It's the same reason that you don't play something like... Hang on, one sec. I'm gonna try a slight optimization here. Because this guy's actually at 70, right? I'm gonna take 12. It's gotta be wrong. But then it's just wrong to play the Queen's Impling, right? Yeah, I think it's gotta be wrong to kill this Impling. But yeah, it's so it's the same thing as trying to play like Shattered Shell with Spike Sentient, right? Playing the weird sweep super scale line just is not gonna pan out. I feel like that is the takeaway. Don't play sweep super scale with Imperialist Queen. I think that's really what you gotta learn. And I guess it's good to remember every now and then, right? I suppose. If this doesn't kill, call it a day. It kills. Very, very barely it kills, but it kills. The difference of like the 5 to 10 where I was playing mattered a lot. Yeah, I mean, Shardtail Queen is just, she's just not gonna cut it right now. I need more space and I need Endless Imps to spam out. I am not... I'm absolutely not doing enough here. The rally, it just sucks, right? The rally just sucks right now. And that's the run. I also do not get a steel shop, so I don't get to do an endless thing. We'll go for Pyre Health, I suppose. Sure, give me Capricious Reflection. I don't know. This is the classic Rally Queen problem, though, right? This is the one. This is the one problem that I feel like I always had with Rally Queen, is that you need to give her her own floor so that she can rally up a bunch and then just send her. You can't stick her with a tank. Sticking her with a tank just doesn't work, it feels like. But if I go Light Skipped, I can't kill any imps, right? I gotta go Totem Fragment here. Totem Fragment for sure. If you go Light Skipped there, Light Skipped is great, but Light Skipped means that imps don't die if I play top 4, because imps have to be hit by enemies to die. I don't have imp killing cards, so you can't play it. God, it's such a mess. Top 4 play, so here's the position we're in now. If we play top 4, I'm going to get steamrolled by curses. If I play bottom 4, I'm gonna get steamrolled by curses. I'm gonna get steamrolled by curses. I think bottom 4 has a slightly better path out of Curse Town, though. We'll do our best. It's gonna take a long time to chip through this Alabaster Guardian, so you know. I'm gonna put Queen's Impling down. I know it might seem strange, but I gotta focus on the rallies. The other thing is that without an Endless, there's an upper bound to Queen's attack. Maybe this run would have been better if I played Imp Parade. What a strange thing to say. I feel good. I feel like this Titan's Gratitude won't let me down. I feel betrayed. I don't feel betrayed. That's the expected outcome. Oh man, it just feels so tough. I don't know. I just don't know. Like in hindsight on this run, what was I supposed to do? I guess I was supposed to ditch Queen. Oh my god. I have to keep rallying, but there is just no way. There's just no way we're catching up here. Please, 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 Monster Train, don't make me watch that. Now we're super dead. There's just no catching up. I think even on top 4, same outcome basically. Even if you were to play top 4 here, please, Monster Train. I think even if you play top 4 here, you get the same outcome. I can't rally the Queen enough. I had to focus maybe more on finding Endless or something of that nature. Perhaps would have been the way to go. I'm just gonna die to curses, right? It's die to curses or die. There's no way. There's absolutely no way. I'm just gonna let it end. I could replay this and play top 4, but I'm just gonna let it go. I've had enough. This is a very tough episode. It's the end of a very tough set of runs, and at the end of the day, I feel like we can take a few things away from this run. Take me away. Put me out. I think you can take a few things away from this run. One, you just don't play a frontliner with Rally Queen. It doesn't work. I don't think it works. You need the space to play rallies. Probably a lesson that I learned 200 episodes ago, but today is not 200 days ago, so you know. I'm not gonna give you a seed for this one. So you have to play Rally Queen with armor gain and imps jumping. That's the only way. I don't think you can stick her with another unit. Even if you could just do 1 per turn, it's too slow. It's 15 per turn. It's not enough. 2, I don't think you should play conflicting strategies. I don't think you should. And hyperscaling the sweeper doesn't necessarily conflict if you're hyperscaling without playing Brandon strats. But it's a long road to get there, and I feel like you'd be better off playing a different line with Imperialist Queen, right? I feel like you're better off, because Imperialist Queen's going to kill the backline for you, and one of the upsides of playing the sweeper is that you can just throw quick on it, and then backline is no longer a problem. So instead on that run, I could have just fished for Sirens, right? I just could have committed to something else a lot easier and been a lot better off. And then I don't even remember what happened on the middle run. I think ultimately, if you play Exile Hellhorn default Stygian, you gotta be super careful in the early game because all of your units are like 15 health or less. And I didn't really realize that. But your units are all super fragile. So you probably even want to invest in a shop relic to get through that. But I don't know. It's kind of the pitfalls of the way that I manage the series. I'm never going to really reach a point where I have a 100% win rate because you got to play a bunch of runs with every clan combo to learn the ins and outs, I feel like, of things like this. Where you go, okay, so Hellhorn, Exile Hellhorn, default Stygian, you're really, really weak early game. And I guess just Hellhorn Stygian in general, right? And, you know, fuck, did you hear that? Uh, uh, my phone made a noise telling me that it's time to go to bed. So I'm gonna do that because I don't want to find out what happens if my phone finds out that I didn't go to bed on time. Thanks for watching. If you did enjoy, don't forget to leave me a like, subscribe if you want to see more. I'll see you in the next one. Have a good one.